Here are the test scores for the guy you filled out the form for. He scored a B minus. This guy is a risky bet. Welcome to the Strong Brew, where you get answers to questions you're not supposed to ask. These are some things you may want to know about the man in your life. If you do really well in your career, will he become insecure? Will he try and use money to control you? Will he share housework or just make you do it all? In fights, when he gets angry, does he get aggressive? During intimacy, does he understand that no means no? Is he jealous, suspicious, or possessive? Will his attitude towards you change after having kids? Will he treat your parents with respect? What if you have conflicts with his parents? We tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. These are things nobody else will tell you. Things that are important for your future. This is a safe space for truth. No judgment, no platitudes, no login, no payment either. Our questions are from real life, but our answers come from science. Now, I built this thing, me and my husband, and honestly, we built it and we live it. We are both Stanford grads, we both have worked at Google, and we've been happily together since 1998. Along the way, we've added a son, now 13, and 4 dogs. We are genuine folks. If you're a woman trying to understand any man in your life, here is how it works. Go to www.thestrongbrew.life. Click on the Understand a Guy button there. Answer 10 questions about him. Watch a video tailored to your guy. That's all there is to it. It is completely anonymous, no login, no payment, no games, no manipulation. This analysis is obtained by combining solid trait psychology with cutting edge AI ML. We represent each person's personality with what is known as a feature vector. This has 10 elements, so our data is effectively 10-dimensional data. In case you're wondering how we can infer so much from just 10 questions, well, 10-dimensional data is very complex. There is a lot you can learn from that level of detail.
Okay, I think that does it for the preamble. Now let's plunge in. Let's start with this guy in his career. Will he go far or just talk big?
He's not just all talk, he truly puts effort behind his ambitions. When he sets his mind on something, he's driven and works steadily to get ahead. You'll see him making real progress, not just daydreaming about success.
Can he bounce back from failure?
When things go wrong, he keeps his cool and doesn't easily fall apart. You won't see him panicking or blaming the world. Instead, he tries to stay steady and sorts things out quickly. Even if he's frustrated, he'll push through and keep working on solutions.
What do people at work think of him? Do they like him?
People usually respect him for his hard work, sharp mind, and polite manners, but he isn't everyone's cup of tea. He's pleasant and well behaved on the surface, but because he pushes his own way strongly and doesn't pay much attention to others' feelings, some coworkers might find him difficult or stubborn. He's unlikely to be shouting or causing big fights, but there may be quiet tensions, especially with those who want their own voice heard.
If you do really well in your career, will he become insecure?
If you do really well in your career, he'll likely recognize your achievement and treat you with polite respect. But don't expect open excitement or heartfelt cheerleading. He won't usually feel threatened or insecure. His confidence is solid enough for that. He'll respect your hard work, but celebrating your win will be more about manners than emotion.
What if you start earning more than him?
He is unlikely to secretly resent you or feel insecure if you earn more than him. He holds himself with quiet confidence and believes in his own path, so your higher income won't easily shake him. Instead of jealousy, he's more likely to quietly measure himself and focus on his own progress.
Next, let's talk about how he is with money. Does he overspend? Is he reckless with money?
He is usually careful with money when it comes to the big things, but he might not keep track of every small detail or stick to a strict budget. While he works hard for what he earns and doesn't throw money around carelessly, he can sometimes be a bit unorganized with spending. You won't find him making wild or risky purchases, but things like paying bills late or forgetting where he put receipts could happen.
Does he show off and pretend to be richer than he is?
He usually lives within his means and doesn't put on a show to look richer than he actually is. While he appreciates nice things and has good taste, He won't go out of his way to impress others with fancy spending. You probably won't catch him trying to keep up with others or show off.
Is he too generous, too stingy, or just right?
He is polite and well mannered, but not especially warm or open handed when it comes to sharing, either with money or emotions. He's not mean or stingy, just a bit reserved. It's rare to see him going out of his way to help someone or offer gifts without a reason. His focus is more on personal goals than on caring for others' feelings or needs.
Will he use money to try and control you?
He's not sneaky or secretive with money, but he can be quite firm about how things should be done. If you want to talk about expenses or savings, he'll have a straightforward conversation. You won't find him hiding bank statements or lying about spending. He isn't the type to control out of fear, but can be stubborn and a little set in his ways.
Let's see how this guy is with sharing housework. Will he share housework or just make you do it?
He's likely to believe that housework should be done, but he may not naturally step in or offer to share it without being asked. He's very focused on his own projects and may see chores as less important or someone else's responsibility. While he won't be rude about it, he might quietly expect you to handle more of the household tasks unless you bring it up and set clear rules together.
Will he help you or just boss you around and tell you what to do?
He is more likely to supervise than to roll up his sleeves and get into the messy work himself. If a task needs to be done, he might point it out or tell you how he thinks it should be done rather than quietly pitching in. If you want real help, you'll need to spell out exactly what you need from him.
Now let's see about how this guy is during fights. In fights, does he try to understand your views or just win the fight?
He is more focused on explaining his own point of view than truly understanding yours. When a disagreement happens, he tends to stand firm and calmly defend what he thinks is correct, rather than asking how you feel or why you see things differently. He won't raise his voice or be openly rude, but he may keep pushing his own idea until the matter ends.
Does he become aggressive when angry?
When he's angry, he stays respectful and keeps his words and actions under control. He doesn't lash out, raise his voice, or say things just to hurt you. While his calm can be reassuring, it can also make it hard to know what he's really feeling.
Does he have a bad temper?
No, he's not the kind of man who gets angry quickly. He has a steady nature and doesn't lose his temper over small things, so you won't have to worry about sudden outbursts or walking on eggshells. Anger is rare for him, and when it comes, it's quiet and controlled, not explosive.
Will he say sorry and accept his mistakes?
He's not one to easily say sorry or openly admit he was wrong. Instead of blaming you outright, he might quietly hold on to his own point of view and move on without really acknowledging your feelings. He prefers calm, polite words over showing real regret.
Next, let's talk about intimacy and physical chemistry. During intimacy, does he respect your boundaries? Does he get that no means no?
Yes, he will respect your boundaries and understands that no means no. He believes in being polite and won't force you into anything that makes you uncomfortable. If you set a limit, he listens and steps back, even if he doesn't fully understand your reasons. If you ever feel unsure, just be direct. He values clear communication.
If you are not in the mood for intimacy, will he react badly?
He's unlikely to take it personally if you're not in the mood for intimacy. He may pause and accept your decision calmly without sulking or making you feel guilty. He doesn't usually link your mood to his own self worth, so he won't see your no as a rejection of him.
Can you trust him not to shame you or share your private moments, maybe love letters, photos, or videos, even after a breakup or a bad fight?
Yes, you can trust him to handle private moments with care and respect. He values privacy and believes in keeping what happens between you both just that between you. He keeps things dignified and has enough self control not to cross that line.
Is he loyal or is he likely to want to have affairs?
He's more likely to stay faithful and not get easily distracted by other women. His focus is strong, and once he's committed, he doesn't wander or chase after excitement just for the thrill of it. He isn't someone who goes looking for attention or tries to impress strangers.
Will he be jealous, suspicious, and try to control you?
No, he isn't over possessive or the type to act jealous and controlling. He has a steady confidence and doesn't spend time worrying about what you're doing or who you're talking to. He trusts you to handle your life and expects the same in return.
This guy says he is protective in a good way. Is he actually just being possessive?
No, his protective side rarely turns into controlling behavior. He stays polite and respectful and doesn't feel the need to monitor or manage your every move. He trusts you to take care of yourself and focuses more on his own plans.
Now, onto the topic of kids and how this guy will be as a father. If you guys have kids, will he make you do most of the work?
He's likely to expect you to handle most of the parenting work unless you clearly ask for help. His focus naturally leans toward his own projects and routines, so he might not notice all the things that need to be done with the kids. He won't refuse to help if you specifically tell him what's needed, but he rarely takes the initiative.
Kids are very messy. Will he lose his temper with them?
He will usually stay calm when the kids mess up or get upset. He doesn't lose his temper easily and handles problems in a steady, controlled way. While he might not offer a lot of hugs or emotional comfort, he won't scare or embarrass the kids with anger.
If you guys have kids, will he still support your career?
He will respect your role as a mother and also recognize your efforts as your own person, but his support may feel practical rather than heartfelt. He won't stand in your way or criticize you for balancing family and your interests, and he believes in sharing respect within the family. If you want more encouragement or shared pride, you might need to express that directly.
Will this man say one thing early on, maybe while dating, and then later after kids and marriage change his tune and try to make you give up your career?
He is not the kind of man who will secretly want you to quit your job after having a child. He's practical and respects hard work, including yours, and is unlikely to suddenly ask you to give up your career when life changes. His support for your ambitions is genuine, even if he doesn't show big excitement or say a lot about it.
Next, let's see how this guy treats your parents. Will he be respectful with your parents?
He will likely treat your parents with polite manners and respect, but his warmth may feel a bit distant. He believes in good behavior and will avoid arguments or rudeness, making sure to greet them properly and say the right things. His care shows up more in doing what's expected than in forming strong personal connections. He will try to adjust on the surface, being polite and showing good manners, but deep down, he usually thinks his way is the right way.
What if your family creates stress or interferes a bit in your lives?
If your family creates stress or interferes, he is likely to handle it calmly rather than making things worse. He keeps his emotions steady and doesn't react with anger or harsh words, even in tough situations. Instead of fueling drama or starting arguments, he prefers to keep things polite and deal with problems quietly.
Then let's analyze the role this guy's family will play in your life. Is this man modern with you, but a completely different person when other people, say his parents or bosses, are around?
Yes, he is likely to be practical and modern with you in private, but expect you to follow traditional ways in front of his relatives. He believes in showing respect and fitting into family expectations during gatherings or special occasions. He sees this as good manners rather than control.
If there is tension between you and his parents, will he support you?
If there's tension, he will mostly stay out of it rather than taking sides openly. He believes in keeping peace and being polite, so he won't jump into arguments or create more drama. If you want his solid support, you'll need to clearly tell him what you need.
Say you have a conflict with his mother, what will this guy do?
He is not really a mummy's boy, but he does value polite behavior and keeping the peace in the family. In a conflict with his mother, he won't blindly take her side, but he also may not openly choose yours unless you clearly ask for his support. He tries to avoid drama and prefers calm solutions instead of picking sides.
Will he share all the private details of your relationship with his mother or sister?
He is not the type to share every detail of your fights or private life with his mother or sister. He values privacy and believes in keeping personal matters between the two of you rather than bringing family into your issues. He may mention general things for advice or support, but he won't go into deep or embarrassing details.
Now let's zoom out and put it all together.
Based on all we know about him, this guy is a B minus. This guy is a risky bet from a relationship perspective. Being with this man day in and day out will feel steady and secure, but sometimes a bit distant. He's hardworking and reliable. You won't have to worry about wild mood swings or big fights.